Researcher diary, archived file. This diary belonged to an ages researcher. Some of the dates are circled with red ink. 1995, Polacks. We can finally create the perfect soldier. Strong, resilient, and self-repairing. And to think that most of the grunt work was done by none other than Mother Nature herself. For some reason, the local jellyfish, which are already capable of amazing regeneration, inhabited the sunken vessel, whereby they became exposed to the chemical agent. From there, they produced generation after generation, growing stronger with each mutation that altered their DNA and birthed hybrids. We studied these new aquatic life forms, outwardly similar to Hydra cnidaria, but far more aggressive and much more dangerous. In time, we'll use our study to create a new virus that can turn regular soldiers into genetically advanced war machines. But in the meantime, all we can do is wait for the government to fulfill its promise in order to begin human trials. 1997. If I think back to just a few years, it feels like a century ago. Although Castor is now the pinnacle of modern BC warfare, Polox is also on track to fruition. The Hydra cnidaria finally gifted us its firstborn. We've had major breakthrough, a passing of the torch of sorts, even if it would be foolhardy to hide the fact that we need more time. Time is something that army and government officials just won't allow us. They've promised Polacks to their allies, and Polacks they shall have. The only issue we haven't been able to solve, one that puts the entire program into jeopardy, is this. The perfect soldier we prototype is anything but perfect. We've injected the virus into hundreds of candidates with wide genetic variation, but we're nowhere near a solution. In fact, in just a few minutes, the virus begins to strengthen its host, although no visible external changes are apparent. In just 2 to 3 hours after infection, Polox is able to regenerate cells and tissue, progressively increasing the power and resilience of its host. This is a truly remarkable accomplishment that will advance medical and military research by decades in just a few short years. If not for the grave side effects that have afflicted almost every subject during experimentation, all the physical enhancements afforded by the Polox virus are subordinate to a single inescapable necessity: the host's assimilation of specific hormones that balance and regulate the body, which are otherwise produced by the hypothalamus. As long as large enough quantities of these hormones are assimilated in concentrated doses due to the demand of accelerated metabolism and enhanced organism, the subject's psyche remains lucid and aware, while strength, resilience, and regeneration powers remain under control. However, when these hormones become absent for prolonged periods, the first signs of mental deterioration appear, causing blackouts and gradually destroying all forms of conscious decision making. After that, in most cases, the body undergoes unpredictable physical changes that lead to its eventual total destruction. What we need to accomplish in the remaining months afforded to the study is to find a solution as to project as a whole is at stake. 1998. Government agents regularly visit the lab and help themselves to experimental data and samples from the most important studies. We've lost a lot of sleep in the past few months, but haven't been able to figure out the hormone dilemma that's been plaguing our research, other than administering a large of synthetic hormone to Pollock infectees. The military and strategic purpose of viral weapons is to keep host in an intermediate state whereby physical abilities are greatly enhanced, yet always under conscious control that respond lucidly to orders. The only way to achieve this is to force subjects to inject themselves with hormones. All of this, of course, is inevitably subject to a series of unknowns that the military doesn't seem to care about. I wonder what would happen if one of these subjects turned against its creator, intentionally or not able to take the synthetic hormones, among other things that are limited on the battlefield. Unless subjects are damaged beyond regenerative capability, these potentially unstoppable and lethal soldiers could just go on a killing spree with no one to stop them. That is, until the absence of the necessary hormone causes its own self-destruction, and this isn't really a solution, as one test showed when a subject infected by Pollock, somehow gifted with increased intelligence, took a researcher captive inside the lab. After several hours of negotiation, the subject, obviously suffering from mental deterioration, tore open the researcher's head and devoured his hypothalamus in a grotesque feeding frenzy that afforded it the necessary hormones it was lacking. This extended its life by several hours and regained some intelligence that was lost during the experiment. Far as I'm concerned, despite however many years I've decided to this program, PLX-731 is officially just another failed bioweapon experiment. The reason for its failure lies in the inability to produce, even artificially, the necessary hormones to maintain life and sedate its host. Apparently, however, the higher-ups have their own ideas regarding this. All we can do now is narrow down the search, and do what they tell us yet again. Huh. That was a lot of reading. Oh god, another folder. Oh god, not another folder. Note to supervisor, subject, maintenance and renewal of containment rooms. Dear Dr. Everett, by now you're probably sick of my many appeals, but I really must insist that the maintenance system for controlling temperatures in the containment rooms be remedied immediately. The system is supposed to automatically turn on once the air reaches its specified temperatures. Instead, I am forced to send one of my people to adjust it at the terminal outside the room, which regulates the level of nitrogen via spectrum every 6 hours by hand. By hand! 2. Avoid further inconveniences. And to fulfill your managerial responsibility to mend the system, please send another technician to fix the damn machine. I sincerely appreciate the assistance, Dr. Jeremy Falk, lead researchers of BL1 Aegis Lab / North Blue 2 facility. By hand, may I add? What in the world? Are they making zombies? Is that what they're doing?
Huh. Probably has to do with the chamber's cooling system.
That scared the hell out of me, man. Warning! N2 cooling system overload. Single 1 nitrogen stack. Use activated. Start the readjust. Oh no. I don't think that middle tank is gonna go beyond 1. The desk shower. The deck shower. Oh god, we ready for an hour? We ready for another hour? Chamber 1, Chamber 2, Chamber 3, Chamber 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't even know what chamber we're in. Chamber 4. I should grab Pollock's first. Pollock's first. Oh. 1. Oh. 2. Temperature normal. Well, which one did I do? Did I do 4? I did chamber 4. Okay. Chamber 4 needs to be at temperature what? A room temperature of 0. Okay. So if I change it, so maybe 4 needs to be at 0. And then 3 needs to be at 5. Two needs to be at 20. And 1 needs to be at minus 15. Okay, so 4 needs to be at 0. 3 needs to be at 5. 1 needs to be at minus 15. Plus 10. One needs to be at... Okay. Two needs to be at 20. Four needs to be at 0. 3 needs to be at 5. 2 needs to be at 20. Yo! I didn't get stuck for an hour. Hooray! Oh God. Oh God. Ah, whack him! He really lost something in... Oh, look at that! His neck is all stretched. Oh, I'm almost dead. I don't know if I healed myself. Damn, that's what I call tasty. Use it? Am I using it? Oh, I did use it. I hope I didn't use 2 of them. What positioning? I don't know, man. Polox Vial 1.
Re-up to mission control. PLX 731 sample secured. En route to second helipad for extraction. Do you copy?
Good job, Agent. But I'm afraid I have some bad news. The objective of this operation has been updated. Agent Krychek and West have disappeared, and until they've been found, we can't allow you to leave the building. Your new objective is to complete the mission of the Epsilon team, and download all the research data on your DID. Please confirm status update. Over.
New objective confirmed. On my way. Over. Sure. I'm just a war dog after all.
Yeah, that was the, quite the spot that he ended up dying on. He's still twitching. No need to go back. Oh, God, man. Ah, that scared me. Can I go to the women's bathroom? It's locked. Shoot it, man. Ooh, this guy, he's been taking way too many hot showers, if you know what I mean. Oh, the time so far? So far. How do I unlock it?
Can anyone hear me? This is Agent Crane. An unidentified subject. Hostile. Protective hazmat clothing. He just shot at me. I think I heard him. Proceed with extreme caution. He is armed and deep.
Crane, can you hear me? Crane!
Dude looks like he spilled his milkshake. He just croaked. My milkshake! Had brought all the boys to the yard and I spilled it. No more boys. I want to know why some of them are like stripped down to the bone.
All systems active.
Will you leave Polox behind? Deposit the viral sample in the security.
All systems down.
Shit. I absolutely have to recover those samples somehow.
Remains of Agent West. Looks like some a-hole gunned him down.
Sandman, do you copy?
Mr.
I found
Sadman.
West's body. Looks like he was shot to death. No sign of Krychek yet. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, God damn this cock-sucking storm!
Agent West audio log. Is it Agent Wesker? Was it Agent Wesker? It had to have been. Mental drops. Inventory full? Is there any way to turn this thing off? Does the light go through me? Oh, okay. I thought the light was going through me. You know, some of these didn't even finish what I wanted to say. Okay. Holy man. Holy man. Looks pretty high quality so far. Yeah, it does. The beginning cutscene looked a little rough, but I mean, again, it's indie, so. Mountain Soda Pop, only 75 cents. Oh, I wanted some snacks, but they're all gone. Need to get that Polox sample. Oh, don't all wake up at the same time now.
some ammo.
Okay. I'm deciding. Okay, that tells me it's a closed door. Yo, it's raining outside. This is the reception area of the facility. The airborne contagion traps. What? Contagion trapped everyone like flies. A snarled in a spider's web. We're just gonna pretend I know what a snarled means. Holy man! A portrait depicting the Greek god Ares. It is said that his beauty is equal only to his lust for violence. Oh, I thought it was my flashlight. A portrait depicting the Greek god Hephaestus. He lived in a volcano and was the god of blacksmithing. Well, I'm gonna write this down just in case. Hephaestus. Lived in volcano. God of blacksmithing. Ares. Beauty equal only to his lust for violence. Beauty equals violence. I'm sure I'll know what that means. This dude's missing everything. This chick is missing everything. Okay. Oh, this dude has one arm. Oh, so does she. Huh. Ooh, the hell is this? A portrait depicting the Greek god Chronos. Chronos. Father of Zeus, who devoured his children for fear that one would usurp his power. Ate child. I'm gonna pretend what usurp means. Oh, hell yeah! Oh! That's cool. It says a portrait depicting the Greek god Apollo. As deity of the sun. Deity of sun. He brightened mankind's future with art, poetry, and music. Art, poetry, music. He did? A portrait depicting the Greek god Pollux. One half of Dioscuri with his twin brother Castor. What the hell? I'm not even gonna pretend to know what Dioscuri means. Half of Dioscuri with twin bro Castor. Skilled boxer, he's said to be immortal. He's an immortal boxer. Dioscuri? It's a big ass word for me to say. A. Wong, Aegis Laboratories. I mean, I do have A. Wong, so. Facts to Dr. Weir. Hexacore Biogenetics encrypted file. File code HB817. Ooh, he lost a little bit of weight.
The private office of the founder. From here I should be able to restore system passwords.
Oh, more writing. Portrait depicting the Greek god Castor. This is Castor. Is that a squeaky toy or is that a mouse? A half of Dioscuri. Twin bro Pollux, brilliant horse tamer and protector of weary sailors. A portrait depicting the Greek hero Jason in possession of the Golden Fleece. Greek hero Jason. Possession of Golden Fleece. According to legend, it had the ability to heal any wound. Heal wound. I'm running out of paper here, man. And I don't even think we're halfway through the game. Dr. Weir's Diary 1, Part 1. Castor and Pollux of the possible names. What could be more appropriate than these? Indeed, the revolutionary breakthrough that is Pollux could never have existed without his brethren Castor, perhaps the most malevolent chemical weapon ever conceived. As a matter of fact, we knew practically nothing of it before salvage of that Japanese submarine was completed in the 70s, except that it brought about irreversible damage to organisms that would shame even Saren. Who's Saren? That being said, this whole program, one that will inevitably rewrite the history of the BC weapons and elevate the United States even higher on its supreme global pedestal, didn't arrive merely by chance. No, not mere chance, but rather divine intervention that the vessel delivering its toxic payload to our predecessors never reached its destination, instead becoming haplessly entangled off the coast of the North Fall Islands in Washington State, where it remained unseen and forgotten for years. I can't use Notepad on the computer because I would need to constantly tab out, and that's just a lot of work. Like, if I was using like a 2 PC setup, then I would be able to do that, but I'm not, so I don't have a means of just quickly tabbing out. It would just be annoying as well. So I have a bunch of paper. Like, I've got all of this paper. Granted, it seems like only one piece of paper for you guys, but it's like 8. It may well be fluke, however, that a particular type of jellyfish native to the island came in contact with Itsy Bitsy does that gradually escape the rotten hull, instantly transforming, perhaps evolving, and infecting some of the island villagers. But it wasn't until the obscure crisis claimed its first human victim that our government decided to step in and take action, stumbling upon the terrible truth that is, in fact, the only reason we're here today is due to pure and simple incompetence of the crew. The funny thing about this narrow escape is that a potentially disastrous yet poorly executed revenge plot by some defeated nation overseas has once again turned out to be quite a luck for us. A phone? Pfft, that would take me forever to type all this crap out. Old school notepad. Note-taking, yeah. It would take me forever to write this down. I'd rather just write it down like, look, see? I've got my work. Part 2, 1973 was the year when the Aegis laboratories were built on the island designated North Blue 2 in order to safely extract and repurpose the liquid gas we discovered in that Japanese submarine. I still remember the salvage operation and construction works as the company gave me free rein when it came to most of the architectural and design choices. We were able to free part of the hull from its seabed tomb, then later built the concrete bunker that currently houses it. It was one heck of an engineering job, but the facilities we use today are more than worth the immense effort. The lower levels of the North Blue 2 facilities, the most top secret ones, contain the submarine and most vital experiment rooms, while other levels contain the observation deck and loading area for shipping of sensitive material. Additional labs and a storage area, on the other hand, the top levels accessible by ordinary staffers, include office space, a conference room, modern server room, and necessary amenities. Most of the people who work here have no idea of what lies beneath and are ignorant of the fact that they're parading around a monument where history is being rewritten every single day. Come to think of it, I doubt anyone truly knows what's going on down here. Part 3. Castor could possibly be the ultimate weapon for the large-scale chemical attacks, yet the dispersal method is surprisingly simple. This CSR-03 gas is compressed at very high temperatures in special reinforced tanks that are loaded onto an aircraft. When the aircraft reaches its target, single or multiple Castor cylinders are jettisoned. Once they strike the surface, the release mechanism is triggered and their shielded petals open up, leaving the inner cylinder exposed. At this point, the CRS-03 is released at a high pressure, which converts the pressurized liquid to a gas, making it extremely volatile. This is where Castor shows its unique colors. The gas then explodes rapidly like a mighty flame and feeds on the oxygen in the surrounding area, creating a sort of closed-off environment that makes it nearly impossible for any breathing organism to survive. Gradually, it will lose all effectiveness and dematerialize, leaving no trace behind. If a large enough quantity were to be spread to highly populated locations, it could afflict thousands upon thousands of victims within seconds, instantly consuming a population. Foreign military or a group of unpleasant and expandable mercenaries sent out to the scene of a confrontation. Whatever. What is that? Squeaking or rats? Oh god, more reading. Here we go. Oh, Dr. Weir's Diary 2, hexacore biogenetic encrypted file, file code HB619, server. I don't know, like, I'm tempted to look at the website, but I'm also not, because that just means more reading. It's an old, elegant typewriter. Okay. Cast a light onto the darkness, and there shall be no storm from which he cannot save you. Alpha, beta, gamma, PT, Yion. What? Cast a light onto the darkness, and there shall be no storm from which he cannot save. Cast a light to the darkness, and there shall be no storm from which he cannot save you? That makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, I don't get it. Well, it's not that I don't get it, it's that the keyboard... Okay, so maybe the way to type the answer, I need to look at this, because that is also QWERTY. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, they're making me write again. Oh, man. Oh, they're making me write. Oh, God. So it's QWERTYUIOP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, L. Z, X, C, V, B, N, M, dot, this, okay, but see, the 3, the V, B, N, the dot are not highlighted for some reason. And I can't click on the number pads at all. So VBN shift. I can't click on the 3 though, that's the problem. Why would shift take me out? I don't know why this would take me out. So the VBN period. VBN. So this would be ZXCVBN. What I'm not understanding is it says cast a light onto the darkness, and there shall be no storm from which he cannot save you. Light, darkness, storm, save you. See, this is Golden Fleece to heal you, but, like, the symbols on the keyboard don't match anything. Maybe I'm trying to type in one of the gods' names. But he's not a god, he's a god's hero. This is Brother Castor, brilliant horse tamer and protector of wary sailors. Wary sailors. So Castor, it would be ZXC A 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 9 A S T or R Q W E R T O 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 O QWER. No matter the injury, it will never end his journey. Yo, I was right. Yo. No matter the injury, it will never end his journey. So that's... So it's either Jason or Polox. A S D F G H J A S O Z X C V B N. Okay, so then it is Polox. Ho. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. UX. No, POIUX. Okay. Long and perilous was the journey of the Argonauts to enter into its possession. Long and perilous was the journey of the Argonauts to enter its possession. To enter its possession? Maybe it's Apollo? A P O Not Apollo? Long and perilous was the journey of the Argonauts. To enter into its possession. Oh. So maybe it's Jason because he has possession in his title. Jason. A S D F G H J S O N. Not Jason? Long and wait. Brilliant horse tamer, protector of sailors. I think was the first one, and then it was Polacks. Long and perilous was the journey of the Argonauts to enter its possession. I don't know what an Argonaut is. I need to look up what an Argonaut is. Argonaut. The Argonauts, ancient Greek, were a band of heroes in Greek mythology who in the years before the Trojan War accompanied Jason to Colchis in his quest to find the Golden Fleece. Yeah, I did Jason. Maybe I just wrote it wrong. Okay, so it is Jason, right? Yeah, Jason. Okay, so this is L K J A S. This is P. This is O. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so it would be this one. How is that wrong? QWERTYUIOP. ASDFGHJKL. ZXCVBNM. But the N is not highlighted? Maybe I'm supposed to do J-so because the N doesn't work? L, K, J, A, S, O? My great-great-grandfather was an Argonaut. I don't get it. Why isn't it working? A portrait depicting the Greek hero Jason in possession of the Golden Fleece. Okay, so Golden Fleece is capitalized. Okay, so the answer is Golden Fleece and not Jason. Okay, so how do you spell Golden Fleece? It is Golden Fleece. Okay, so I need a G. A, S, D, F, G, O, L, D, E, N, Golden, F, L, E, C, E.
Liab to Mission Control. If you can hear me, I've just restored the facility passcodes from the Matrix. I'm in the process of gathering the 731 samples and data off the server. Over.
Just chatting is crazy. I've never been in the well, lies. I got it, yo! I have been in the just chatting, but for a few minutes. Like, I've never really hung out in the just chatting. MG510. Lies, cause in just chatting every night. No. Oh, but this is handgun bullets. Okay. They allow whatever now as long as it isn't nipples or pussy or dick. Female nipples. Okay. That's not true. They just updated TOS where you can't wear transparent clothing that makes it seem like you're wearing something, but it isn't but it actually isn't. So I don't know what you mean. Oh my gosh. For a second there, I seriously thought that was a donger.